Hi, this is Amy Hunnell Van Gundy from the Runner's Lounge, back with another edition of On the Run. You're joining me today as I continue to work on my recovery from my knee scope. I'm at the 3-week mark, which means I'm halfway before I can begin running again. And I'm actually back on my trails by my house. They're hilly and uneven, and I find they're the perfect thing to help me train and get back into running shape. And so this week on the run, my thoughts are still around dealing with injury, and especially at the halfway mark, I find myself now really looking forward to the remaining 3 weeks and the chance to run again. And as I've thought about it, of course, I spent a lot of time drafting and redrafting my training plan for post-injury recovery. And originally, on that 6-week mark, I kind of had it like I was cutting a ribbon and voila, I was back to running, the next day. But I have to say that Laminator's words from last week's podcast keeps coming back into my head, which is protect the next run. And so that stayed in my head, as well as all of the times that I've come back from injuries and then gone out too hard or too fast with my training and then simply re-injured myself. And so this time I've decided to be smart, and my current draft of my training plan, instead of just voila, back into the world of running in 3 more weeks, I'm just going to phase in runs by alternating walking and running with the runs on my spots on my training calendars. They're not going to be purely walks, they're not going to be purely runs, but for the first few weeks, I'm going to just kind of gradually put some running back in there, in those miles that I have slotted, in hopes that I can kind of ease my body and let it adapt more gradually versus kind of shocking it to death. Because I've realized the last few months, and especially the last few weeks, I now look at it as almost an investment. I spent a lot of time healing and recovering, and I don't think that I just want to jump right back in and have any risk that I'm going to re-injure myself and then miss the Des Moines Half Marathon, which is the run that I'm protecting. So in the wise words of Laminator, I am going to protect my next run, and specifically my next run, October 18th, the half marathon that each year that I do, it's a part of my routine and season, and I'm looking forward to it. And that's it for On the Run this week. I hope that your runs are going well. If you're injured in recovery, I hope that you're finding the right balance of recovery as well as planning for when you can run again. Take care.